How is everyone doing this fine afternoon? Hello everyone. My name is Yes. My name is Shulan Seth. Welcome to my stream. This is my just we have Mon. Hey Spaces! How's it going, my man? Hey Death Wave, how's it going, my man? Life is going well. I got to pick my classes today, and I'm going a little bit overboard. I'm taking 6 classes next semester, because I want to be able to. I want to take the last half of ASL, and that doesn't really fit into my classes because I'm having with an English major. I have to do certain classes, so that I can, Guys, really? Oh, that's good. I'm ready for the cute girl. That's good, Space Ace. I'm glad to hear you're happy. Oh yeah, I need to post this in the. It's Friday, my dudes. Taking 4 subjects? Yeah, I'm taking like 5 English classes, and I'm taking ASL because I want to finish off ASL. So if I'm gonna learn one language, it might as well be the one that I'm actually interested in. Huh? Isn't that right, Brady? You guys see him? You see him? You cannot. Look at him. Look at him. It's my doggy. You had ASL 2? Huh, good. It's a good language. Hey, before we get started, I did want to go back and just how good that animation for Hanukkah was. I'm just gonna play it one time. I'm obsessed with this animation, dude. It's really good. Oh. You wanna go? Go ahead. Yeah, that's right. You know I'm on Twitch, too. I'm pretty sure you have a Twitch account. You wanna check me out on Twitch? I'd rather have everyone be in the same place. If they're able to. Yeah, so that was Hanukkah's animation. I noticed that the animation did look a bit similar, it looked a bit similar to me. So I found out it was actually made by a guy named Mike Enel, who did those, fanime animations of Gravity Falls. Yeah, to town. My alarm blares into my ears, only to be swiftly silenced by my fist. Beat that shit. My eye switches into auto mode, carrying my subconscious self out of bed and into my uniform. As always... Oh shit. I'm sorry. Forgot to put that one down. As always, my bottle of pills sit on my desk patiently, waiting for me to take them and pick out my daily dosage of medicine, 17 pills a day.
Before I know it, I'm opening the door to Class 3-3. Glad to see that I'm not the only one who seems to be a little hungover from Festival Week. Can't be bothered opening Twitch? What's wrong with it? It's literally just like kind of the same as looking up Twitch. Every face in the classroom looks gaunt. With the festival now over, it's as if everyone's life dreams have been achieved. There you are, Deathweave. Where you belong. With nothing left to live for, the students have relied on instincts alone to guide them to class. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. I slowly make my way to my seat, and it's only then that I realize why the room is so peaceful. Seats beside mine are blissfully empty. The world's loudest interpreter for the deaf has yet to arrive. Oh God! Just about to sit down, the door flies open, revealing a resplendent Misha. Jewels bobbing from the dramatic entrance and arms stretched towards the sky. Yahoo! It's all over! It would appear that not everyone is affected by the post-festival depression. The rest of the class glared at her, obviously thinking the same thing I am. Misha, still frozen in the door with her arms still in the air, nervously looks around. It's obvious that she senses the foul mood, but can't work out exactly what to do. Suddenly, she jerks forward. Hey! As she stumbles into the classroom, she feels she's in a arms still extended from where she shoved Misha. Thanks for the entertainment, but shouldn't you two take your seats? Now that I actually had time to think about it, Shizune's great as a character. But Shizune's route wasn't really that great, to be honest. Didn't have a whole lot of resolutions. I didn't get to tell her father that he's an asshole. There's just some things that didn't happen that probably should have, you know? Still slightly embarrassed, Misha takes a few seconds to realize she has to translate. Oh yeah, Shi-chan says she's not happy with you ditching us last week. We were really busy. Is that so? What about the stuff I already did for you two? She says that only counts for council members. Since you declined, she doesn't owe you anything. She leans closer and whispers conspiratorially in my ear. Actually, I think she's just a little sore that you didn't spend the day with her. She's really thankful for your work last week, though. Since she's being talked about, she's only lightly wraps her fingers on her desk until Misha turns around to face her. I can't understand any of the fast-paced sign that's going on. From Shizune's slightly embarrassed expression and Misha's poorly contained laughter, I can guess. While this exchange is happening, the door opens once again, but this time at a much more reasonable pace. Oh, there's my girl! Haku quietly enters the room, pulls the door closed behind her. Peering out from under her hair, she quickly scans the classroom. Our eyes meet, she suddenly stiffens. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and then walks over to my desk. Good morning, Sao. Good morning, Hanako. You're a little late, aren't you? I was talking to Lily. About today. Ah, so you've got her list then. We can leave straight after class in that case. What does that mean? Sure. I'm looking forward to it. Hanako briefly flashes her embarrassed smile at me, then hurries off to her seat. So cute! Guys, she's so cute. What a cute girl. I do so love these cute girls. Not as cute as you, Brady, of course. During classes, it becomes apparent that it's not only the students that are a little despondent after the festival. Miro simply gives us a list of exercises in the class textbook, and then sits behind his desk. I totally forget about the brief lunch period for a moment, such is the banality of the day. It's mind-numbing, and everyone seems surprised when the bell signals the end of the lessons. As I am packing up my bags, Shizune and Misha flank and entrap me. Sei-chan, it's still too late to join up. There's a lot of post-festival paperwork for us to complete. Sorry, Misha, I've got plans. Off topic, you were about to fap before you started the stream. I always make sure I fap before I stream. Anyway, another thing. My birthday's coming up, so which means I'll be getting a lot of games. One of them I'm getting is actually one I'm actually really interested in. It's called One Shot. I didn't read much about it, except that what was on the Steam page, but it looks really interesting. So I'll definitely be probably playing that one first out of the games that I get. And then Hat in Time. No one say anything about One Shot, please. My birthday is May 2nd. As I sense something to Q, Hanako appears behind me, holding a small bag and trying to avoid eye contact with the outside world. Mrs. Eyes on wide, then she bursts into laughter. Wow, you move fast, don't you, Chan? You won't disturb your date any further. Wahahaha. Date? Not in the roaring Misha. I see she's taking far too little interest in the scene. I might be taking this the wrong way, but I think she's deliberately ignoring me. I feel a gentle tug on my shirt and turn to see Hanako's eyes fixed firmly on the floor. Guys, I can't handle this. She's just way too fucking cute. She's too fucking cute. Let's... Exams start in May. Yeah, for all of us. Gotcha, Shizune, Misha. Gotcha. Shizune, Misha, I'll see you later. She's so cute. And I'm still not interested in the council. Spoil sport. Misha and Shizune retreat into the hallway, happily signing to each other. All your stuff? Let's head off. Floods of students pour out of the school gate and onto the road into town. It's a little weird. It's almost a scene from any other high school, but the illusion fades because of the occasional wheelchair missing limb. One thing I do notice is that nobody's alone. And as Hanako and I pass through the gates, I notice that she closes distance between us. Not to be considered close, but she certainly isn't at her usual just a little far position. I guess we're not familiar enough for her to get as close as she does with Lily. However, even though she has moved a little closer to me physically, mentally she seems to have traveled a mile. Her hands clutch around the leather straps of her bag to the point of whitening her knuckles, her head down and her mouth pursed closed. She almost looks like she's being walked to the principal office for the first time. I try to stifle a giggle at the thought, but it is futile. Oh shit! I clicked off again. What's the matter? I guess there's no point in hiding it. Sorry, for a second there, it looked like you were getting in trouble. What do you mean? I think you need to relax though. We're not going too far, and it's only students around, right? Right. Bothers me a little to see Hanako so worked up. And you do this every week, don't you? Yes, with Lily. You think she covered her hand, like burned hand with her one hand? Of course, with Lily. I wonder, has she ever left the school without her? Probably not. Doesn't seem like much at first glance, but Hanako's dependence on Lily is absurdly heavy. If she can't even handle leaving the school without her, how could she even manage to survive if the two had never met? Would she have found someone else to latch onto? What drew her to Lily? She's blind. That's exactly what drew her to Lily. It's obvious she has appearance issues, even though she's a cutie. But yeah, the one person she'd probably be very close to is one person who can't even see her. Was there lack of eyesight, or was Lily just kind enough to lend a hand? Wonder if anyone would have fit the bill. Well, I'm here. Besides, we're not going far. It'll be over before you know it. Oh. Hanako's knuckles slowly regain their color. She tries to hide a small smile, but the effort of that seems to prevent further conversation. We travel side by side down the winding road towards the town. The crowd of students thins as we continue along the sidewalk. Faster students rush ahead, and the less mobile ones fall behind, rarefying the crowd into nothingness. Aura Mart! We're back there! By the time we reach the convenience store, we are practically alone. Using me as a shield between herself and the attendant, Hanako moves through the narrow aisles, adding an assortment of items to her basket. Bread, milk, tea. Time. Veilok, my dude! Where have you been? Hey! Sal in this run seems to notice the small things in this run. Yeah, like, other people don't really seem to like it, but I really like that his Sal is so different between the runs, because, like, all these girls are changing him. In this one, he is so nice, and he's so understanding. I think I might like this Sal the best. Depends. Yeah, what's good, Vaylock? Hope you're having a fine-ass day. Hope happy 420, everyone. Smoke weed every day, am I right? Oh, yeah, yeah. I plan on starting internships this summer for the first time. Not so sure if I'm not sure if I'm excited for it. Probably not, but you know, I have to get something done over the summer. But yeah, you suggested Hat in Time to me, and I'll be getting that for my birthday, along with a one-shot and some other things. A lot of other things, actually. Smaller priced games, but still games that are pretty good. Anyway, what kind of convenience store sells herbs? This one. Again, nothing about this town seems normal, which may not be such a bad thing in retrospect. Everything's so different and comfortable, dwelling on such matters isn't really an option. When I think about that, it reminds me of Hanako. No matter how much you try, you can't escape her scars. They still interrupt my train of thought when I see them. As much as I don't want to admit it myself, I think I'm forcing myself to try to ignore them. Not that I'm scar-free myself, the jagged line down my sternum will never completely fade away. I just have the luxury of being able to hide it easily. Oh yeah, I'll make sure you're around when I play it. Because I know you were the one that suggested it, so you'd obviously be the one who wanna watch me play it. But in a way, both of our scars remind me that we're all in this place for a reason. So yeah, Vaylock. I've already done Emi, and I've already done Shizune, and right now we're working on Hanako. Hanako throws one last item into her basket, then sheepishly holds it out to me, along with a few banknotes. Could you please? Takes me a second to understand what she's trying to say. Oh, you want me to pay for this? She nods, but doesn't look up. I guess this task falls to Lily on the usual occasions. Sure, let me just grab a couple things. Hastily, I grab a few central items for myself and head to the counter with Hanako in close tow. The attendant gives me an indifferent nod as he scans the items. I suppose just ignoring us is one way to deal with the anomalies of Yamaku. So far, Hanako is just my favorite girl, period. Like, she's so cute. And I love the animation for her thing. For her, like, Act 2 thing. They must get a lot of students here, being the closest store to the school. The staff must all have their own way of dealing with us, or maybe they don't. Maybe it's only me who thinks twice about my unique schoolmates. Our transaction complete, Hanako and I head back out onto the street. The road is pretty much abandoned now. The students that were heading out have already left, and nobody has started returning just yet. And with only the school ahead on the road, there doesn't seem to be anyone else around. The emptiness certainly reflects on Hanako, her arms by her sides each carrying a bag, her head no longer bowed, and back to the upright position. It's almost as if she were enjoying this walk. So, why all these weird things? Mixed spice? Why would you need that in school? I sometimes like to make food. Making Nino Kuni? I heard that's good, but I'm not getting it this time. I'll tell you guys my list right now. Here, let me just get it. My list is, it's a lot, but they're all priced particularly low, and I have a fairly big budget, because I'm kind of like middle high class. A Hat in Time, What Remains of Edith Finch, Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action, Steins Gate, the first two Danganronpas, My Time at Portia, Okami HD, Little Nightmares Complete Edition, West of Loathing, A Night in the Woods, and One Shot. And maybe a new webcam. Maybe. Like I said, these are all priced relatively small. Like, One Shot's $10, and West of Loathing's $11. The highest on it is Steins Gate, which is $35. That's like the highest price thing. These are basically games that I've been wanting to get, like small games I've been wanting to get in 2017. Except for the visual novels, because I only recently got interested in those. And am only now getting. She likes to make food. Perfect waifu, guys. We got the perfect waifu, guys. Well, yeah, so do I, but spices? Don't question her use of spices, my dude. It's a little more advanced, don't you think? No, not really. Don't judge someone for their spice choices. Well, I think it's cool. You have to teach me one day. She's so fucking cute, Brady. Brady! This girl is so cute! He's just looking at me. Yeah, I just my co-host on the show I do on Saturdays is he recommended it to me like very much. So I'll definitely be trying to stream all of them, especially of course I'll be streaming Hat in Time, One Shot, and the visual novels because my endeavor started by streaming visual novels. Sure. She doesn't seem all that sure, but pushing the point doesn't seem all that wise. She's smiling. Spicy the shit. Hope you guys rolled up a fat one and smoked it hard, got some fat rips, you know? I thought my dog was about to get up and leave, like, I just don't want this loser near me. At the very least, she seems a great deal happier than she did on the walk down here. That alone makes me a little happier. Need to get my glasses. Gotta wipe them. So how's everyone doing? Hope you're all having a fine ass day. Okay, here we go. Got it. Please just wipe you, motherfucker! Well, that didn't help at all. Well, no, it did a little bit. Okay. It's the only reason I hate having glasses. I don't mind wearing glasses at all. I don't. I just don't like having to clean them. Well, I go see if I have instant noodles in the kitchen. I need to get my dad to buy me some more ramen. I have like the spicy ones, but I'm kind of getting sick of the spicy. I want the chicken flavored ones back. Where's my shitty instant noodles? Outside the girls' dorm, Hanako and I sort out the grocery bags with our respective purchases. In comparison, my things look positively plain. I tell you, you're putting me to shame here. No, I'm not. I'm only joking. I have a stack of homework that I skipped last week, so I must leave now. Will you be alright getting that to your room? Yeah. She's smiling! Ah! Sure? Okay then, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. We part ways and I return to my room. Piles of papers sit upon my desk, begging to be completed. With the entire ruckus of last week, I barely had any time to catch up. Ah! I tried to keep up with my studies while I was in the hospital, but some of this stuff I've never seen before, even back in my old school. Totally prepared, I pop the top on a can of drink. I pop the top on a can of drink and get to work. Gotta get you guys like I have that little can of drink. That sweet can of drink. The days are really starting to heat up. This morning, I woke covered in sweat. By the time the student body starts leaving their dorms for breakfast and morning duties, the sun has taken full effect. Oddly, that puts me in high spirits. It's not even 8, yet I feel that this day is going to be one of those pleasant, tranquil, warm ones. It's probably not. If I weren't out of school, I considered every absence from class as a sign of life-threatening situation. I'd consider skipping the whole day and just relaxing in the school gardens. Yes, today will be a genuinely lazy day. For a second, I stopped in mid-stretch and considered the nurse's warning about exercise. Maybe I should have kept up those morning jogs. Running with someone like Emmy might have been a little testing, but if I worked at my own pace... who am I kidding? I couldn't stick to something like that without some kind of motivation. How about having a sweet-ass bod for that cute-ass girl, my dude? It's like I sit around all day. The walk to and from the convenience store counts as exercise, right? Especially the walk back up the hill. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Compared to months lying in a hospital bed, I'm getting plenty of exercise. What a fucking nerd. It seems I'm not alone in my appreciation of the day. Does he ever remember the clouds glancing through the window and into the tantalizing sky? Even the steadfast Eugenie seems to lack her usual vigor for schoolwork. Misha, as brazen as ever, has even unbuttoned the top buttons of her shirt and is fanning herself with a notebook. I must have been staring as she's now sticking her tongue out at me. However, she shows no signs of halting her efforts, nor is she trying to hide the fact. Ah, classic. Misha. Lunch bells seem to catch everyone by surprise, and the class empties at a much slower pace than usual. The heat seems to be draining the need to rush from everyone. Well, almost everyone. Sao? Hey there, Hanako. What can I do for you today? Hanako already has a lunch bag in hand. I don't have to be a detective to work out where this is going. Would you like to have lunch with us again? No! I brought enough for everyone. We got the perfect wifey here, boys. We're in there, boys. We in there. Awesome. You have to be so stiff about it, though. Right. Don't tell her just. She will become less stiff about it once she's done. Once she's like comfortable. Don't force her. I take it we're going to the tea room. But please. Lily said she'll meet us there, so we should go ahead together. I don't know why, but this route just has me so happy. She's so cute, guys. I can't take this. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die by the end of this. Sounds like a plan. This heat has made me pretty hungry. How can I breathe a sigh of relief, and I gather my things together. As usual, the aura of the tea room is refreshing, feeling isolated from the rest of the world. Then again, the usual din of the school seems to be subdued, most likely from the ladies promoted by heat exhaustion. Hanako slowly spreads her food on the table, intently focusing on every little movement, as if she's trying to keep her mind off other thoughts. It's not much, but I can tell from her demeanor that she has prepared everything with utmost care. Like a good waifu. I guess Lily isn't here. Should we start without her? She'll be here soon. Hanako struggles with the lid of the container of rice. Here, let me help with that. I take the container from Hannah's hand, try to force open the lid. Try as I might, it seems wedged shut. Let me guess, did you put this in while the rice was still hot? Yes, I was in a rush. Put the container on the table between us. I thought so. Looks like this is wedged shut. We might need some hot water to get it open. But that could be a pain in here. We'd get water everywhere. Well, in that case, how about I contribute to today's meal? Lily smiles while holding up a bag stocked with various buns and bread rolls. I can't help but do the same. Since you two had a change of plans, because of me, I thought I'd bring a little something. Thanks, Lily. Here, let me get that for you. Boo! With a little guidance, Lily's bread assortment joins Hanako's riceless platter. I hastily make some tea to complete the picture. Well, I'm looking forward to this. I was thinking by end Hanako trying her hardest to not look like she's looking at me. It's nothing special, but then again, I can't really complain. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cooking for myself. Not bad. I guess this is made with the stuff you bought yesterday? Not bad! You gotta say good, my dude! Yes. Hanko's eyes shout at me, begging for some kind of feedback. Well, it was clearly worth it. Thanks, Hanako. No noodles, got Doritos instead. I wanted to show you this after yesterday. It's okay, I was just a little surprised at the stuff you were buying. Hanako's always liked to experiment when it comes to food. I think it's good. I think it's good, most of the time. When the smile doesn't waver, the slight change in her tone tells me that things have not gone so well in the past. It's not like Hanako has many people to sample her cooking. Hang on. Was Lily waiting for me to go first? She didn't start eating until after I said it was alright. Her cheeky grin tells me that this was a deliberate action on her part. I have to try and work out how to get one over her in the future to make up for this. I get it. I'll just punch her in the face by surprise. She'll never see it coming. Well, it's good, and that's all that counts, right? Right. Lily, satisfied at not being the first to sample Hanako's creation, begins to consume the food in front of her. I find myself staring as I watch her chopsticks gently touch the plate, the tips delicately poking and tracing to quickly ascertain the positions of the food as she dexterously picks it up. One might think she were a child playing with her food if not for the situation, though she does it with such care and thoughtlessness, it's obvious this is simply how she eats this kind of meal. Not wanting to miss out, I start filling myself up. Hanako takes a different approach, waiting until Lily and I have our hands clear before quickly snatching up her share. Why? That kind of reminds me of like a mother thing to do. Hold on. H3H Productions is live. Oh god. Before long, containers are empty, save for the still shut rice container. Thank you, Hanako. That was filling. No. Thank you for the bread. Yes, it would have been a disaster if not for that. You're both welcome. What? You're both welcome! I just find that weird. But now I must be getting back. It's far too easy to be late after eating here. Yeah, I see what you mean. I think we'll just clean up here and then head off. Well then, good day. Lily leaves her cane type away down the quiet hallway. Look, I quickly pack our things and stay seated, waiting for the bell. Together we stare out the window into the endless azure sky. If it weren't for the pealing of the bells, I would have sworn that time had stopped. The urge to skip class rises in my gut. I shoot again to Hanako, who shows no signs of moving either. Not just yet. The interval between the warning bells and the end of the lunch bells passes in the blink of an eye. We really should go. People would freak out and start a search party if we skip. Hanako sighs. You're right. Slowly she rises to her feet, and I follow suit. Silently, we make our way up the old stairs to the third floor and then to our classroom. At the door, I take point and open the door ahead of Hanako, bowing my head in apology in advance. Aw. Oh, it was just a teacher. Sorry we're late, teacher. I'm greeted not by stern words, nor by an angered instruction to take my seat, but simply by the silence created by 15 or so students trying not to laugh. Ever tardy has yet to arrive. Fucking what? However, the fact that Hanako and I have arrived together is blatantly obvious. Make that about 14 students trying and 1 student failing. The lovers return. Yeah, thanks. You can calm down now. I step through the door and realize that Hanako is firmly pressed against my back, hiding herself from the class. Firmly pressed. Guys, why is it so cute? With my steps coming close to my desk, she eventually breaks from me and stiffly walks to her room. Her efforts to mentally block everyone's presence from her mind are fairly clearly on her face. Quickly checking the door for any signs of the teacher's arrival, I make a trip to Hanako's desk and whisper in her ear. Don't worry about Misha. She's always like this. I enjoyed myself today. Don't sweat it, okay? Hanako nods her head behind her folded arms, but still doesn't show her face. She's probably smiling under there. I yearn to stay and console her more, but Muda fixes that moment to enter the class halfway through his lecture, as if he started in the hallway. Which, of course, is directly proportional to the charge, but inversely proportionally to the square of the distance. He's so engrossed in his speech that he doesn't even notice me sneaking back into my seat from Hanako's desk. These spiel rambles on. Misha leans over to me. The teacher may not have noticed your tardiness, but I did. Don't hold this over on me, Misha. That much is obvious from the show you just put on. I must have instructed to let you off the hook. I have been instructed to let you off the hook for today, but only on one condition. Oh, and what would that be? You have to help us this afternoon. Fuck! I crane my neck to look at to look over Misha's shoulder. Suzume is conveniently not making eye contact with me. Fine, just for today. I've already told you I'm not joining the council, remember? Of course, doing so would be considered, Fine, come on. Get up, come on. You want to join? Come on, my boy. There we go. Doggy boy, you doggy boy. He's a good boy. Just was considered She looks down at her notebook, obviously looking for a place in her script. Under duress and hence be against regulations. How very strange to you to be considered the regulations now. Things should be done by the book. Just that the book hasn't been written for every situation. So there are times when it can be ignored. And yet you two wonder why no one else wants to be in the student council. Poking her tongue out at me, we should return to her workbook and we battle our way through the latter half of the school day. Before I can even stand up, Misha and I have placed their hands on both my shoulders. Hey, I said I'd helped out. Damn. This is just insurance, Sal. Insurance. Sal? Hanako timidly tries to leave the room by circling around us, and I suddenly realize that this may be my one chance to escape. Hey, Hanako, what's up? Hey, I think you've had time to chat. Oh, relax. This won't take long. Sorry, Hanako, you were saying? I was going to the library, and I thought... Hanako's thumbs dance around each other. Dance around each other? Oh, like this? Looking and her eyes flit around the room, looking everywhere but at us. Sorry, Hanako, but Sal has to come with us. He's got work to do. Oh, but you can help too if you'd like. Oh, puppy boy! I love you too. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the right choice here? So I want to get good ending because I just can't. I don't think I can ever stand getting a bad ending with Hanako. I can't. They're gonna hate me for this. The first one's gonna be, yeah, probably. See, I know I said it helped, but I forgot I already made plans. Besides, I helped out more than my fair share last week, didn't I? Ugh. I'm sorry, Shizune. I promise I'll make it up to you some other time. You should release their grip on me and have a long, deep, and silent conversation. Oh, you have a point there. To be honest, we were only going to spend the rest of the budget on cakes. Those fucks! They're going to roll me into something! I think the most reason why I kind of like hesitate is because I like Shizune. Shizune is a great character. I just don't like her route. So if you're not there, it works out better. More cake for us? Wahaha! You fucks! You fucks! I get to spend time with the cute girl now. Shizune about faces and about faces. And marches out the door, and Misha skipped out after. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Last week, those two were like bloodhounds, or prison guards. Or maybe prison guards bred from bloodhounds. I can't believe I just thought that, let alone saying out loud. I think I need to move away from Kenji. Never mind. Anyway, should we go to the library? Sure. Hanako follows me through the still crowded halls to the library, using me as a shield. As soon as we are through the door, Hanako bolts to the counter where Yuko is stacking books. Right gets up, Hanako has whispered something to her. you'd find that in nonfiction, but I don't know where exactly. If you want, I can look it up. Never mind. Yuko, what's all this about? Oh, so Hanako was just looking for a book on... Nothing. I'm watching you, Hanako. What would she... Okay, if it's a non-fiction, what would it be? What could it possibly be? I don't know. I don't know. A book on nothing. In the non-fiction section? I was just... She can see Yuko. She looks like she's about to burst from not sure keeping Hanako's request secret. Yuko, what? Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's a cookbook. Like if it was a cookbook, cause she likes, cause I told her I liked what she's cooking, so obviously she wants to please me more by making more food. Manga is literature. Change my mind. Chess. She's looking for a chess book. I make a note to never entrust Yuko with any important information. Yuko. I'm sorry, Yuko. It just slipped out. Well, it's not a secret anymore. Come on. I'll give you a hand. I should really brush up on my skills, too. Oh. It wasn't a cookbook. It was a chess book. Okay. Yuko disappears behind the counter in shame as Hanako and I wander into the depths of the nonfiction section. I know it's supposed to be a system for categorizing those books, but I don't know how anyone can decipher it without spending half of their life researching it. Probably all the librarians I know are neurotic. Towards the end of the aisle, between a book on card tricks and some book on kids' games, stands a single book bearing the title, Chess Tactics for Champions. Before I can reach it, Hanako has the book in her hands, clutching it to her chest. She quick! She faced! She scream at own ass! Well, I guess that's yours then. Mind if I borrow it when you're finished? Sure. I just haven't really played against anyone but Lily before, so I thought... Damn, it's not like I was trying to beat Hanako's delivery or anything, but she's not taking it to heart. Then again, at least this means she wants to play me again. That's a plus, right? Well, it's not like I'm a master or anything. I just played a bit before. It occurs to me that I haven't told Hanako about my condition. I faltered for a second, deciding to cover my tracks. That is a conversation for another day. Before I came here. Are you alright? Yeah, I was just remembering something. When I think about it, I shouldn't be afraid to tell Hanako about my condition and my time in the hospital. Judging my hair scars, she probably spent a fair amount of time in the hospital bed. But for some reason, I can't bring it up. At least not today, and not on short notice. Eager to break off the conversation, I grab a random book from the shelf. It's some book on the world's fastest roller coasters. Published in 1982. Well, not very up to date, but it should at least be interesting. Well, we both got books now. Should we go sit down? Hanako seems to accept my bluff, and we head to the reading nook in the back of the library. Neither of us say a word. We simply open our books and start reading. I tried to read my book, but it would seem that in 1982, roller coasters weren't nearly as large as the ones built in the decades since. Most of the ones listed are made of wood. Something about that doesn't seem safe to me. If I'm going to ride on something potentially dangerous, I want it to be made out of steel, or some kind of space-age alloy that has big words like titanium or ruthenium. Because I lose my interest, and my eyes wander across the reading area to rest on Hanako. Hanako seems absorbed in the book, flicking back and forth through the pages, as if confirming what she just read. I wonder if that's actually effective, or if she's just overloading herself. She also brushes her hair from her face, temporarily revealing her scar tissue. I'm still not sure about the protocol here. Is it right to ask about her scars, or her past? How long has she been in the hospital? How long was she in the hospital? Does she still visit the doctor? These all seem to be questions that you'd ask someone who just transferred to your school, translated into local language. But to date, no one has directly asked me of any of them. Well, except Rin. But I don't think I should use her as a guide to propel social behavior. For the time being, I'll just keep my mouth shut. If someone wants to know something, then they'll tell you. And once you know something, then they'll tell you. Trying to force the issue might drive Hanako back into herself. Good idea. Sorry to interrupt, but I have to close the library now. Already? Check your watch. Somehow, as I was lost in thought, nearly 2 hours have passed. I got so lost in the beauty of this burnt Goral. Do you want to check out those books? I can do it on the way out. Please? I'm done. I'll drop this one back on the way through. It wasn't as interesting as I first thought. Haka marks her place with a slip of paper and stands up. The girls head to the counter and I return my book to what I think is the right shelf. Yuko scans Hanako's book with practice precision, yet still manages to fumble it. Oh, there we go, third time lucky. Well, since this is a non-fiction book, you can only have it for a week. Why is that? Why? What? That doesn't make sense! Why? How does that make sense? That's okay. This burnt girl and this book is shit roller coasters. Yuko shuts down the library's computer and herds us out the door. Alright, I didn't think it was that late. It was this late already. But you're the one that told us she had to close. Yes, but I know, but that was before I had looked at the time. I'll see you later. Yuko bolts down the hall, her handbag trailing behind her like an awkward streamer. I guess all librarians really are neurotic. Huh? Never mind. I was just thinking that I've never met a library that can organize their time, no matter how good they are with their books. Oh, I know what you mean. Haka smiles in amusement. It wasn't meant to be a joke, but I must have reminded her of some other librarian. Or something. I have to get back. Yeah, me too. I didn't realize it was this late. Thanks for letting me hang out. Thanks for letting me hang out with you. No problem. I'm going to my dormitory room now anyway, so do you mind if I tag along? Okay. Haka sets off ahead of me. I need to jog a little to reach her side. We walk through the gardens, eventually arriving in front of the dorm buildings. Man, you walk pretty fast. I used to play in the soccer club, and you managed to outpace me. I kind of regret saying that, as less to do with her pace and the fact that my condition has significantly worsened with my fitness. Haka's action is odd. I expect an awkward attempt to downplay her walking speed, but she just blushes while looking at her feet and smiling. Or something? Was it a burnt monster? I don't know. Silence hangs in the air between us. That habit's often around Hanako, but feels slightly different than usual this time. If you can try to break the silence. Here you go. See you in class tomorrow? Sure. Hanako waves a short goodbye before pushing her way through the dorm's doors. I stand and look at them for a while before I make my way to my own dormitory room. Another thing I don't exactly like about Shizune's route is that her brother asks, like, hey, can you teach me sign language? I'm like, sure! And then that gets interrupted, and, like, there's nothing comes from that. And so, oh, I'll help him be able to actually communicate with his sister. And now, no, not really. Like, that kind of bummed me out. Shizune is a great character. I just wish her route was better. Chirping birds. Not only this, we get time to reflect upon the beauty of nature. Milkcha, welcome! But it is 6 a.m. Covering my head with the pillow, I slam my face into the mattress, hoping that the impact will send me instantly back into sleep. Futile. I toss and turn, but sleep simply won't return to me. I hate that feeling. Alright, nature, you've won. See? I'm getting up now. Ayy! Lack of sleep weighs my mind down. There's only one remedy for this. A nice, hearty breakfast. It would be nice to be the first person here. Probably not. To be the first to dig into a piping hot pile of food, to sit wherever I desire, would have been nice. But even my exceptionally early start has put me behind the most diligent students. I guess there are quite a few people that have early starts here for one reason or another. Group of students in sports clothes huddle around one table, eagerly discussing game plans, in between inhaling great gulps of food. Scattered around the hall are a number of bleary-eyed students, probably suffering from the same ailment as myself, noisy birds. And, of course, there are the people that actually enjoy getting up this early. The ones with their bags stuffed with textbooks and completed homework. It's not hard to despise people like that, even more so when you're tired yourself. Picking out a familiar face in the thin crowd, I head towards the nearest table. Lily sits alone, delicately feeling her way around a small plate of eggs with her fork. It's almost a shame to interrupt her and her clockwork movements. I wonder, is this how a blind person zones out? Simply moving in predetermined patterns learned over the years? Just like how a sighted person would eat while reading a newspaper? Good morning, Lily. I didn't expect you to be here this early. Oh, so you startled me. I didn't know you took breakfast this early. I don't. This is an exception to the rule. I'd greatly prefer to be late to school than early to breakfast. Things that somewhat sigh at my admitted tardiness as I begin eating my food. It doesn't take long for her to lapse back into her previous mindless nibbling. Each short motion lacks energy. I suppose this is similar to letting your eyes wander while performing any ordinary chore. But after a few repetitions of the fine food, eat food cycle, Lily puts down her fork and dabs her lips with a napkin. Isao, do you mind if I ask you a question? Damn, all I want is a little food and about 4 hours of sleep, and nobody says, can I ask you a question for a simple question? Sure. Do you think of Hanako as a friend? Huh. This seems like a leading question. I guess so. Why do you ask? No real reason. Do you have another? I do have another question, Joe. Why is it that you think of her as a friend? This is well above my level. What is she expecting from me? I'm not really sure. I guess it's because she's a little different in the way she deals with people. Since I've known her, she hasn't really connected with anyone. She doesn't seem interested in other people, and I think people are a little scared off by her appearance. Really? I thought that kind of thing was, well, discouraged here, discriminating and such. If I were to put it one way. She furrows her brow in thought, a move which makes me slightly anxious as to what she's plucking from her mind. I'd say that you're a little naive. You meant okay. Oh, sorry, I accidentally dabbed when I meant to say okay. It's an instinctive response. Sorry. God. Yeah, Hasao's a little naive. Naive? I'd be insulted if not for the slightly cynical grin on her face. Nah, she dabbed her lips. Still. I see. While Yamako has a stronger sense of community compared to other schools, it's far from being free of conflict. Yeah, it's obvious. Rules cannot remove human nature, after all. Only suppress it. That's something I've noticed, actually. Just little things, like how certain people in cliques avoid each other in the hallways. It's no different than my old school, really. Even Lily and Shizune could be considered bitter rivals, even though they both seem like fairly accepting people. Well, at least the Misha-tinted Shizune does. Who knows what actually goes on with her fingers and behind her glasses. I guess you're right, but when I first came here, everything was a bit of a shock. I kept on making mistakes, or at least thinking I was making mistakes. Like when we first met, and I said, I see to you. Didn't know if that was considered rude or anything, so I just tried to put it in the back of my mind. Treating people any differently and that kind of thing. So I didn't. I told myself that Hanako and you and everyone else was just normal, and I tried to ignore the obvious. I talked to Hanako as if she were any other person, and so we became friends. At least, that's how I think it happened. But, you know, I feel guilty just from saying something like that aloud. As if it took extra effort to think of Hanako, or you, or anyone here as normal people. I don't think that's right. Isao, I think you are naive, but I also think you are a good person. It is perhaps one of your better traits. I suppose I can take that as a compliment. Tell me, are you free tonight? If you don't count homework, then I'm as free as the breeze. In that case, would you care to join myself and Hanako for tea? I don't really have that much money at the moment, so going out isn't really... Oh, I didn't mean going out. Just here, this evening. You can access the classrooms in the evening here? No, that's not what I meant. Hanako and I often use my room for tea parties together. Feel free to drop by after desk. Ooh, I wonder where this is going. Ooh, no, I'm kidding. See, sure, I see no problem with that. What's your room number? 225, room 25 on the 2nd floor. Okay, sure. Well then, I'd best be off. Wait, well then, I'd best be off. I have class representative duties to attend to, after all. I think Lily knows. Lily knows. Makes me think. Lily knows that, like, Hanako probably said something about how much she likes me. I think she's trying to get me and Hanako together. Which is adorable, by the way. Until this evening, Isao. Yeah, catch you later. I get it, Deathwave! Hang on, was I just invited to a girl's room after hours? Is that even allowed? Nice! There is a curfew here, but I've never heard any rules. Never any rules about visitors in the dorm rooms. Even still, this is enough to get my sleep-deprived brain jump started. Add that to the lukewarm breakfast, and you have one hell of a pick-me-up. Cute girls! I grudgingly go to class, still a little excited at the prospect of breaking the rules. I feel a little like a kid playing to sneak out of his window at night. Well, maybe it's going a little bit far, but when you compare an invitation to a party at the 6 or so hours of lecture, I know which one wins. Misha and Shizumi do little to relieve my boredom either. For once, they seem determined to actually complete Muto's assignments. Goyles! No, it's Gorls. Let me spell it. You disappoint me, Emmy. Gorls. For once, they see, yeah. Okay. Nevertheless, the day eventually winds to a close. I hurry back to my room to wash up and comb my hair. Thankfully, I don't run into Kenji. Before long, I'm leaving the boys' dorm. I'll be right back. Bathroom. Brady? Come on. Hey. Up. Wanna get on? Wanna get on? Sipping a hot one with the girls. Come on. Yay! The Poochie arrives. Cracking open a hot one with the girls. Sweet baby! Baby boy! Come here, come here. Alright. This is the good content, right here. This is the good shit. Oh, kiss. You give the kiss. Alright, you can get off if you want. You can get off. If you want. You can get off. If you want. You know? Okay. Have you guys heard of a visual novel called Little Busters? I heard that's actually pretty good. I never see what happened in door mark 225. Checking my watch once again. Is that you, Sal? The door's open. You can come in. If I fits, I sits. Also applies to dogs. He's got a point. She's got a point, my dude. Of course, he's doing the movements to get off. You want to get off? He wants to get off. Okay. Not, Little Busters, not filibusters. Come on. Get right! My voice lilts through the door and soothes my nerves. This is the first time I've been invited to a girl's room after dark. Even though I know there's no ulterior motive behind this invitation, it doesn't stop my mind running with wild possibilities. One guy, two girls in the dorm room with a tea set. When I put it like that, it sounds a little dodgy. Give me a small sigh to steady myself. I gingerly put my hand on my hand. You should not. my hand on the handle. I don't like that scent. I don't like that. I like when it's like wrap my fingers around the handle and then open the door. Craning my head to see inside. Cute girls! Oh my god! Look at her! Look at Best Girl! This is actually a really nice room. Like, wait, is this room bigger than mine? There is one cup! Why is there one cup? At least they didn't leave me hanging. The door opens completely and I catch my first glimpse of Lily's room. Furniture looks almost antique, but the bare walls and flat surfaces are barely decorated at all. Inside of the room sits a low table where I see a small tea set at rest. It seems that everything in this room has its place, possibly excepting the several piles of books stacked up against the wall. My sense of vision isn't the only one to be stimulated. The faint smell of something can be picked up on the air. Nail polish, perfume, makeup. It's hard to describe it any other way other than gorly. I know it's a reference. Yeah, I swear to God, if they actually purposely put a reference like that in here, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. Anyway. She's in her nightgown, that's pretty explicit. Gonna just put this over there. There we go. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Kidding. But yeah, it's really cute. My eyes finished their quick season room before returning my position onto the gorals. Lily sits next to the small table wearing very dark blue pajamas. Dark blue pajamas with shorts that show off plenty of alluring pale legs. Opposite her, Hanako sits adorned in a conservative light pink gown. Oh, she's so cute! Her hands are firmly fixed between her legs, her shoulders forward, and her head down, as if trying to hide herself in it. Her head's not down. And the blind thick. Or does the game want to give me the blind thick or the burnt thick? Sometimes I might like my thick a little well done. I'm horrible. I'm going now. Well, easier for her to do. It looks about 2 sizes too big for her. Waves of flame flow from her frame, making her look like a child playing dressed up in her parents' clothes. I'm gone. I'm out of here. She looks up to confirm my identity, and the beginnings of a thin smile creep up across her face before vanishing so fast I can't be sure they were ever there. They ever were there. There's no point in you standing in the doorway, Isao. Oh my god! She looks so beautiful! Lily too, but I mean, you know. Best girl. Look how beautiful she looks! Just saying. She's pretty. She party. Take a step into the room, closing the door behind me. My, I'm afraid this really is a small room for three of us. Would you like to take a seat? I slowly walk to the table and sit down. Try my hardest not to disturb anything along the way. I also can't help but steal a quick glance into Lily's top as I sit. To be robbed of sight would be a most terrible fate. Boy. Well, now, how about some tea? Hanako, could you please pour? Sure, so would. Her top, Lily's top. Her chest! Her beefers! Hisao is a hoe. Hisao is a hoe. Bitches love the blue. Hanako, let me smash. Smash Circuits Online. Would you? Would you like? She's so cute. Look at her! This is what happens when cute things are around me. I just get, like, high-pitched. I would love some tea. Do you need a hand? Let me smash. I got your blue. No, I'm fine. The smile and the blush. She's cute. Shit, the FBI's here. No, I think they're all 18. Actually, yeah, no, I looked on the website. They are all 18 because all of their birthdays take place before I get to this school. Except for Misha, and she's the lesbian. Thank you. Lily finds it difficult to resist a smile at her. I always find Lily's smile to be also kind of cute. Let's look at that. Look, simple. The companion's nervousness. Something I can't really blame her for. Been a tiring day? Yeah. I relax at my place, opposite the cabinet. To my left is the blue-clad Lily, and to my right sits the pink Hanako. Why is there one cup? The tea set on the table looks cute as well as practical, painted red with a floral motif. Looks odd when contrasted with Lily's plain but generally sophisticated-looking furniture, which makes me think that Hanako might have picked it out. There's a slight ting when Hanako accidentally clips the teapot on a cup as she's pouring. She breathes in sharply. She must be really nervous, as it's not the kind of thing anyone will worry about. Her hand's probably shaking, the poor thing. I need to stick with the... I mean, okay. Deathwave, I am sticking with the pajama theme. I sleep in my clothes. I didn't sleep in these ones just yet. But yeah, whatever clothes I wear that day, those are the clothes I'm sleeping in. So, boom! There's my pajamas, bitch. I know I'm weird. Don't judge me. That's why whenever, like, people scold me for not dressing in pajamas on pajama day, I'm just like, I am wearing my pajamas. Hanako quivers at her mistake. Besides, I do have like a pair of sweatpants around. I have no idea where they went though. I think it might have just ran away. Hanako quivers at her mistake. Don't. It's okay, Hanako. There's no need to be nervous. Hanako seems to find some confidence in Lily's reassuring, soft-spoken words, and definitely pours in the next 2 cups. You never know freedom or comfort till you sleep nude. Maybe once I actually have someone to sleep in a bed with. Yeah, probably then. But no. Yours, how, Lily? Hanako carefully places a cup and saucer in front of Lily and myself. I could get used to service like this. Man, she's the perfect waifu for my laifu. Y'all wear clothes. Who wears clothes? Thank you, Hanako. Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. You think my voice for Hanako like fits? Like, I think it would be kind of like lilting, and well, Lily's would be very soft-spoken. Then searches for a cup. Upon finding it, sips delicately. Hanako is not small, actually. Hanako is like, I think she's like the 2nd tallest character in the game. Lily's the tallest, obviously, but Hanako is smaller, so I'll give her that. But yeah, I like her hair when it's like not, like, I mean, her hair is cute when it's in any kind of form, from what I've seen so far. But seeing her hair, like, just like this, all loose and stuff, it's cute. to be fair, I used to sleep in boxer and t-shirt till I was with my ex, but now it just feels uncomfortable, you know? Yeah, man, the voice is fine, but I'm never gonna get over your DDOs. Listen, whenever, damn, legs for days. You guys like that? You guys like that? Ooh, he's showing ankle. You boys like what you see? Right back a bit. Shit. I haven't done that in like so long. That free coon thigh. Meat right there. Anyway. Sorry, I've been pushing this out too much. She should, yeah, I do the same too.